Hi, I'm Lisa, the crafty health coach, and I'm here to talk about crafting and remind you to be your healthiest self. So let's get started. Today we're talking about kits. I've had a lot of people ask me about making kits, and really, there's so many great ones out there. So this one is from Stampin' Up. It makes 9 cards. It's just $15. It gives you the opportunity to make a card without having to have a full craft room and all of the supplies because everything you need is right there in the kit, including adhesive, embellishments, and all of the images. So this kit, like I said, makes 9 different cards, and it comes with an instruction sheet. So there's this one, and this one, all in the instructions. And I like the way they do the instructions. So, like this little circle is to tell you that an embellishment, thick raised puffy tape goes on it. And this one is to let you know that this puffy tape goes on it. But if you see just a regular dot, like here, then it's just a flat glue dot. And then there's a place to tell you to use your embellishments. So it's really simple. It's laid out nicely. You get to play and have fun. And then you still get a beautiful card in the end without having to all the stuff. So we're going to make one today. Okay, we're going to use this card. Isn't that pretty? And it's already creased and ready to go. Now, with kits, if this is a colorful piece, sometimes I cut it so I can have the colorful piece. Um, that sort of defeats the purpose of using everything in a kit. But if you have other supplies, that's a tip. But we're not going to do that today, and it's white and ready to go. So we're going to pull out instructions, and I think the hardest part's just going to be for me to open it up. Okay. Okay, so it's really simple. We have a frame. We're going to flip it over and use this raised puffy tape. Okay. And put it on each side. Oops. Some are longer than others, maybe. That's okay, because I have scissors. Oh no, the side is longer. Sorry, that was silly. And that's what you do. I'm just going to stick a piece in the middle. And then I'll do the same over here. There we go. I just positioned it wrong. It's fine. No worries. And so see, now that will raise up and look sort of like a window. Okay. So that's part one. And then we have these little embellishments that came, ephemera. And we're going to use our glue dots to put these down. And you'll notice that they're shaped for the flower they're going on. So I'll just get those sort of settled. I think it goes here. It's all about the same. And we have 2 here. Okay. 3 little ones over here. So in this case, we're going to use our glue dots. Excuse me. And these are not going to be raised, I think. Let me make sure. So sorry. Oh, they are raised. So, which is nice. I really like the effect that that has. Okay, so we have these dimensionals. We're just going to come in here and one. I'm not going to stick them on yet. These are miniature dimensionals. They come in a larger size as well. Put 2 there just because of the way it's set up. Okay. Okay. And so now I just decide on the placement and I peel off the back. I'm going to put it there. And this isn't exact. It's so that you get a look at the image on there, sort of a shadow. Let's see. Good check. Actually, it is. So it looks like there are different sizes in the kit. And that's, you know what, if it didn't go in the right one, it is perfectly fine. So you don't have to be a master crafter to do a kit, or really to make a card. Okay, are we all on? Here we go. I'll save those for another one. Okay, and see, this one's a little off. It looks like they're different shapes, sizes, and that's fine. So see, look, isn't that cute? And then we put our little embellishment on. And you can sort of decide if one needs to be the larger size. There are 2 sizes. These are glue backed, so I won't have to glue them down unless the adhesive doesn't stick. That's cute. These are all little. I'll use the little dots. Okay. So that's pretty all on its own for just a simple card. But then we get to apply this as well. We'll peel off the backing. Okay. So we're just going to eyeball this, place it. Oops. Okay. So that's nice. You can use a bone folder to fold that edge down. But you can, if you don't have one, you can use a credit card. You can do it on the edge of the desk. So there are lots of ways to do it. Okay. The next thing is the sentiment. Now, in this case, this kit came with sentiments of several different languages. Now, I generally just speak English, and I don't really have friends who are using other languages. So, what I did was cut out the English one, but I also cut out the German one. And I don't know if you can see, I cut it. It doesn't matter if you can't see the sentiment because we're not using it. But what I did was cut it to fit behind it so that it will raise it up a little. Now I'm also going to use the dimensionals, so I didn't necessarily have to do that. But if I didn't want to use my dimensionals, I could continue to do this to build it up. And actually, I might. So I do have some glue. So you could either pop it up with the tape or use this. And so what's nice about this is it's a way to not waste your paper. So I'm just going to kind of hide it best I can. And then I'll come in with my scissors, which I just had. and snip behind it so that you can't see it. Okay, and now that is up one more layer, and I can, so it provides height without having to use puffy tape. And I'm just going to glue that down. Make sure none is seen from the front side. And I can decide. So there's a little bit of height. And I think I'll do one more. I can use the French one, so I won't be using that. And again, it's a great way to not waste my paper. So again, I just sort of hide it behind. It's easier if I can get some of the sides. There's less to cut. So I'm going to come in, cut behind, and then I'll do the same, cut behind. Okay, and I'll glue that one more time. Let's see. Okay. So you can't see it from the front. And then I can put it here and it's still lifted up without having to use the dimensions, which are nice to kind of save if I don't need them. And so in this case, I will glue it down. And if you feel that there's any that might show, you can just snip it. And I know there's some people like Jennifer McGuire, she doesn't like the puffy tape. She uses this method a lot. And honestly, I like it from the standpoint of not having waste. Okay, so that's it. That's our card. I would put it together with a kit, and now it's ready to go. So I hope you like the idea of a kit. If you're looking for something that's easy to do, attractive, and fun, because sometimes we want to send a card out, but we want to have that personal touch. So in this case, you can do it as is, or you could change it up and do what you like on it. You could add color on the edges of the flowers if you have ink or markers. Like I said, you can raise this up with the puffy tape or layers like I did. You could add color to the edges. Really, there are all kinds of things you could do if you wanted to personalize it. But if you want to use it as is, it's super easy and ready for you to use. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And remember to drink plenty of water today and take some movement breaks while you're crafting. And have a great day.